Hi, and welcome to the Community Development Training Session. This is Katie, and I will be walking you through the next few slides of this presentation. At the end of this session, you will hopefully have a better understanding of what community is and how to implement the 6 different characteristics of community at your site. So, what is community? The definition of community is a group of people living together in one place. Depending on your site, you may have different types of community. For example, the Pollock RAs. You may have a community in the wing of your residence hall, or in your building together, and even with the greater site of Pollock and all the other tower blocks. For the flat RAs, your communities may arise in a group of flats, or in the greater community of the neighborhood where your sites reside. The first 2 months of the semester are what we define as the red zone. This zone is when students will decide if they like where they are, for example, their home or school, and if they want to stay. This is why our event planning model focuses so heavily on completing a majority of events and topics by the end of October, just slightly over 6 weeks. You will learn more about that in the event planning presentation, but first, you will want to ask yourself, how can I develop a community at my site? You will see from the slide that there are 6 important I's to remember: introduction, interaction, involvement, influence, investment, and identity. Why are these important? Let me tell you. The first I, introduction. One of your first tasks in the RA role will be to introduce yourself and welcome students. For many students, this is their first time away from home, and they may be feeling a bit overwhelmed. By providing a friendly and helpful welcome, you are off in your mission to build a community at your site. A smile can go a long way, so during the first few days, don't be afraid to walk up to residents you may not know. Introduce yourself and make them feel at home. At your welcome talks with your line manager, your community will be together for the first time. This is a great opportunity to set the tone of how you will want your year to run. The second I is interaction. As you will learn from the event planning session, you will be offering students opportunities to interact through different event areas. Your goal will be to find students with common interests and host events for them so that they can network and interact together. Students who interact together build a stronger sense of community. They become more respectful of each other, the community that surrounds them, and coexist positively. So, how do you get your residents involved in the events you are hosting for them? Hopefully you remember me talking about the introduction slide. Once you've formed this relationship with your residents by introducing yourself, they will be more likely to support you in your event endeavors. Talk to them. Ask them what they are keen to participate in. If a few students are excited about an event, chances are they will tell their friends, and their friends will tell their friends, and so on. Everyone has different interests and hobbies, so by offering a range of events, you will target specific students, allowing smaller communities in your sites to form. So what characterizes a healthy community, and what are the signs you can look for during the year? The residence hall is a community in which students are the main ingredient. We believe a residence hall is more than a place to relax between classes. Ideally, it is a vibrant and active community, the center of student life. The Residence Life staff encourages you to develop an awareness of the many opportunities that this special living arrangement presents daily, and challenges you to utilize this setting to increase strength in citizenship and leadership. To make a community function, it is very important to ensure that the rights of the individuals are respected. We urge each resident to act responsibly towards the rest of the community as well as to himself or herself. It is important that each person's actions contribute to the development of a strong, balanced community within the residence halls. Influence is also key in successful community building. How many of you like being told what to do? I know I don't. Students are more likely to attend events and build community when you ask them to help facilitate events or even take their ideas to host the event yourself. During your welcome talk, you may have a good opportunity to tell your residents that you are open to suggestions to help host fun events for them and what they're interested in. This will make residents feel like they have a say in what is happening in the site, and this will allow for more social connectedness. The next I, investment, is one of the most important I's to remember when building your community. Investment in your site, your job, yourself, your residents, these are all essential. By investing time into your community, your job will be easier throughout the year. Why is this? Because with a stronger community, you will have less vandalism, less conflicts, and more participation at your events. The time that you put into your site will reflect with a rewarding year of happier residents. Remember to offer your residents respect in hopes that you will receive it back from them. Identity. This can definitely be one of the fun I's in building community. So how will the RAs of a site encourage residents to share their sense of identity with a specific group during Freshers Week? Ideas in the past have included face paint for the site when they're going out to pot a row, specific wristbands, house hoodies, anything that forms a sense of pride and identity for the site. So yourself, take pride in your site. Form a sense of identity. Students who are away for the first time may be looking for a place that's safe and familiar. If you find a way to form an identity with your site, you will again build strong community. It's great to see your residents taking pride in the place that they live. Here are some tips and tricks to help you with community building. Remember to always lead by example in your site and continue to build community even after the first 2 months or the red zone are finished. Now it's time for you to start taking part in the community built here online amongst the RAs. Please go to the RAE Induction website and post your own definition of community. Your definition can be words, art, music, or any other medium that you feel reflects what community is. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.